Really not fair that they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance.
Yeah, how I'm gonna survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. For everyone who's saying, go get a job, go get a job, I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. And I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. I have been posting on this app almost every day for 5 years, guys. I've been posting on this app 3 to 5 times every day for the last.
Government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never going to trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that?
It's really not fair that they're banning TikTok.
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta. And as you can see here, these are certain TikTokers having little freakouts and meltdowns about TikTok being taken away from them. And as we know, there's all this talk about TikTok being banned here in the US and Babylon the Great, and then you actually saw you saw it shut down for a little bit, but then it's been reinstated. But that short amount of time made these people melt down. And what it is a foreshadowing to the totalitarian regime that is coming in, and it's also a point where the elite can actually see the reactions of the people. I was just listening to Apostle Gabar's video, and he was speaking on that, how the elite were using this as somewhat of an experiment to gather the reactions of the people. And eventually all this stuff on the internet is going to be shut down because a lot of truth comes from the internet. The truth itself, it has been broadcast mainly through YouTube, and other people are broadcasting the truth on these different platforms like TikTok and YouTube and some of those other like YouTube sites that are being used. But all that truth that's coming out are weapons against the elite, and so they want to shut this down, and eventually they actually will. A brother in my camp, Kashakwala, he was talking about how TikTok is not taxed, and so that would go into another reason why they would want to shut this down. But mainly it's that information that is coming out on it, and it's exposing the Edomites. So of course they're going to get rid of anything that exposes them, because one of their big weapons is secrecy, and people not knowing exactly who they are and knowing how wicked they actually are. But yeah, these people lost it, and it was only for a few hours until it got reinstated, but they had already gotten online to show their grievances. But this is all leading up to the famine of the word, and these people just staying in that gross darkness that they've been in, because they've had the opportunity to get the truth, to get the understand the scriptures, to understand the prophecies and what's going to happen to this place, but they loathed it, and it doesn't mesh with them. They can't even hear it if they wanted to. So let's get into the scripts. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday. Noonday is where the sun is at the highest point. But even then, they're groping around, which, let's get that word grope, which I pulled up already. It's from the Etymon online, and it says it's late Old English grapion, which is to feel about as one blind or in darkness. Also take hold of, seize, touch, attain, relating to grapon, which is grasp at. It says people, which this is all a part of the curses for the Israelites. The other people are just in straight up confusion. But it says, and thou shalt grope at noonday. So they're feeling around. They're trying to find understanding when the light is out. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is available to them. It says, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And just like that definition said, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. So they're not going to find the truth. They're not going to find understanding. They're going to remain in that darkness, which there will be some to actually grasp onto the truth while they're groping and actually find their way out. But once that famine of the word hits, their time is being cut shorter and shorter. It says, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And we have been oppressed and spoiled, but with the elite and their plans for their NWO, their New World Order, there's going to be even more oppression and spoiling to come. And no man shall save thee. And so they need this truth to actually be redeemed by Yahushua. But they're not going to find it, which means they're not going to be redeemed. It's just not going to work out for them. They're just going to be oppressed and spoiled evermore and groping around for understanding on why they're in this state. But they didn't want to listen while the opportunity was there, so they're not going to make it. And then since this is foreshadowing this temporary TikTok ban that happened, and they've been trying to get rid of TikTok for a very long time, but it's all foreshadowing up to this devil tightening his grip on free speech and speech in general. There's going to be things that people can say in the near future that's going to get them beheaded or thrown into a concentration camp. The devil's tightening up right now on what people can and cannot say. And it's going to get bigger than just a temporary ban. It'll be no more posting lessons onto YouTube, and YouTube maybe even being completely shut down, as well as these other sites and other outlets for alternative news. It's all going to get shut down eventually because the Lord prophesied it. This is Amos 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And eventually the Lord's going to put the prophets away because everything's going to be in destruction mode. America's going to be being brought down. There's going to be wars out here, civil wars. There's going to be insurrections and people not obeying their kings and princes. It's going to be too hectic for the prophets to be bringing out the word. And the Lord's going to keep them safe, and there won't be any channels for the word to come out through. And these people that didn't get it while they could, they're just going to be out of luck. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea. These are those people that should have listened when they had the chance. And from north even to the east. So everywhere. They're looking for the understanding, but they're not gaining it. They're not finding it. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. And it's just their lot. The Lord's got them blinded. He's got them not caring to actually hear the truth. And when it actually comes, when the day of the Lord comes, and leading up to that, they're going to want answers, but they're not going to be able to find them. It says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, because they're going to want the living waters that Yahushua can give them, and even right now, but they're going to turn their back on it. They loathe the law, statutes, and commandments. They loathe the truth. And so they're going to just have to suffer for being stiff-necked. But yeah, that temporary ban came and went, foreshadowing of the coming famine of the word, and foreshadowing of the coming totalitarian regime that the Edomites want to push. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.